You can't handle the truth.
Hello everybody, my name is Ifan Yoban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. It is the channel where we teach you personal effectiveness, self-mastery, and how to create, grow, and manage your wealth. Today, I want to talk to you about paid employment, the advantages of being an employee. Now, you see a lot of quotes online where people say things like, if you don't build your dreams, somebody will hire you to build theirs. Somebody actually gave a talk online, and he titled it paid employment is slavery. You see, people are always going to present their own perspective online or on social media, and a lot of times their perspective is skewed because they don't have complete information. I have been a paid employee. I have been self-employed. I've been an entrepreneur, and I know that there are advantages to both of them if you know what you are looking for. Paid employee, it doesn't have to be slavery. If you know what you're looking for, if you know your value, if you leverage the advantages, then it is not slavery. Somebody told me that he has never seen an employee who is wealthy, and I told him that you have not looked hard enough. Because I know people who are in paid employment and they have managed to create wealth from for themselves from that stream of income from being an employee, because they know what they are doing, they know what they are looking for. That's why today I want to talk to you a little bit about the advantages of being an employee. Okay, the first advantage is financial stability. Financial stability. You do not know what it means to have financial stability when you have been in a position where you don't know where your next paycheck or your next meal is coming from. If you are a paid employee, you know that you are getting paid at the end of the month, every month. That is stability. You can plan on that. Okay, you can plan your finances. You can create something from that. Financial stability is very, very important, especially to those people who are risk adverse. So you're a paid employee. Financial stability, where you get paid at the end of the month, is a very big advantage, and you need to appreciate it. The second thing is you get paid for time off. Now, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, I can tell you that it's a beautiful thing to go on leave or to go on vacation and to be paid, okay, for being on leave or for being on vacation, for taking time off. All right, I myself I have to work extremely hard to justify any time off I get. It is very, very important that I do so. I can't just take off from work, because essentially as an entrepreneur, if I do not work, I do not eat. But as an employee, you get paid when you are taking a vacation. That is something that you need to value. That is an advantage. The third thing is you have an opportunity for personal growth. All right, you are working in a company, you are being moved from job function to job function. Okay, you are being you are being trained by other people. You are learning on the job. You are learning different processes. That is an opportunity for growth. So that when you do leave that company and you go to another place, or you start a business for yourself, you have grown sufficiently because you have touched different places. You have learned different processes. You do not get that advantage in when you are self-employed, where you're an entrepreneur. Most times, whatever learning opportunity you get, you have to pay for it. You actually have to pay money to go for a course to learn. But you're working in a good company, they send you for courses, they send you for trainings. You go and you learn these things, and you are adding value to yourself, because these things cannot be taken from you. That is a huge advantage of paid employment. The fourth one is skill development. Skill development, you get to develop your skill. You get to work different desks. You get to do different things as an employee. Okay, most people that I know that are self-employed, they are only doing that one thing. They only have the opportunity to do that one thing because that is the one thing that pays their bills, and they cannot leave that thing long enough to learn something else or to develop something else. And it's a huge disadvantage for them, because if anything happens and they lose that source of income, then they have to go back to the drawing board. So you are an employee, you get to develop different skills because you get to work with different people. Okay, you develop soft skills, not just your hard skills, but your soft skills. You develop your teamwork, team building skills. You develop your leadership skills. You develop your management skills, your communication skills. These are skills that you develop when you are in paid employment, because you are working in a group, you are working with people, and you have that advantage to yourself. The fifth advantage is that you have a retirement plan. You have retirement benefits. Okay, yes, if you live and you work in Nigeria right now, there is a law that says that your employer has to contribute a certain amount at the end of every month towards a retirement fund for you. Okay, you have an RSA waiting for you. It is a major boon, it's a major encouragement for a paid employee. In fact, I used to have a boss who would call me from time to time and tell me, if I see how much I have in my retirement account, I'm going to do this when I eventually retire. He is looking forward to it. Me, I have to work hard to put money into my own retirement account. I have to be my own retirement planner. Okay, I don't have a company or I don't have a management that is planning my retirement for you. So you have retirement benefits depending on where you are working with. That is a major advantage. Okay, finally, I want to talk to you about mentorship opportunities. You're in paid employment, you have the opportunity to be mentored by someone. When you are self-employed, you are in the market space, almost everybody is a competitor. Nobody has time to mentor you. Nobody has time to lecture you. Nobody has time to show you the ropes and point out the pitfalls for you. But you are working in a company, you have opportunities to be mentored by someone who has walked that path ahead of you, who has mastered that process, who has seen and has experience. He's going to mentor, he's going to teach you, he's going to take you to the next level and help you avoid unnecessary mistakes, thereby shortening the time it's going to take you to get from the bottom to the top. That is a very huge advantage. In fact, for me, that's one of the biggest advantages of being in paid employment. A lot of people who are self-employed entrepreneurs, they do not have that mentorship opportunity. We have to learn on the job. We have to make those mistakes. We fall into those pits. We dig ourselves out and we continue going. So there you have it. These are advantages that you have if you are a paid employee. I'm speaking to those people who have jobs, who are envying those who are self-employed. It is not as rosy as you think on the other side. Enjoy the advantages you have, appreciate them, value them, so that when you do leave and you are going to another place, you would have gotten the best out of being an employee. How do you see this video? If this video was helpful, please go ahead and click like. Share this video with somebody who needs it. Subscribe to my channel. My name is Ifeanyi Oban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. I'm wishing you a prosperous week ahead. I will see you next week, God willing, with more tips and more information on how you can live a better, happier, and more successful life with peace of mind. Namaste.